Get ready to have your mind blown once again, friends, because here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. In the Batman stories, the Riddler's real name was Edward Nygma, or Enigma. He also has several other aliases, including the Prince of Puzzlers, the Crown, Prince of Conundrums, and the Wizard of Quiz. Iggy Pop has a pet cockatoo named Biggie Pop. They sleep together, snuggle together, and even listen to rock classics together. Relationship goals. Samsung permanently halted production and sales of its Galaxy Note 7 smartphone because it would burst into flames. Even when they attempted to replace the battery supplier, customers still reported that the phones were catching on fire. They were forced to recall 2.5 million phones. Sanrio, the company that created the Hello Kitty character, has teamed up with Torti Winery in Italy to create a line of Hello Kitty wine. It is a blend of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. According to Torti, every grape is hand-picked. On October 21st, 2016, the United Nations officially appointed Wonder Woman as the new honorary ambassador for women and girls. Red squirrels make their own mushroom jerky. They hang fungi out to dry between tree branches so that it keeps better over the winter. Mushroom jerky is less likely to infect their larder with insect larvae and nematodes. There is a device for women and girls called the Shiwi that is a portable urination device that allows them to urinate while standing and without removing any clothes. Okay, that's kind of weird. The students at Christ's Hospital School in England have been wearing the same uniform style for approximately 460 years. Germany has a tool that cracks a soft-boiled egg perfectly, and it's called, the word on the screen. You don't actually expect me to pronounce that, do you? A newspaper vendor called Miljenko Bukovic from Valparaiso, Chile, had 82 portraits of actress Julia Roberts tattooed on his torso. It took him 10 years and about 1,300 pounds to get them done, and he said he plans to get more tattoos of the star on his chest, back, and arms, as long as there's space and he has the money. Manatees can eat a tenth of their body weight in a 24-hour period, and that can equal up to 130 pounds. Facetiously and abstemiously are the only two common words in the English language that have all the vowels, including Y, in alphabetical order. The Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona receives close to 5 million visitors every year. Measuring over 270 miles long and up to 18 miles wide and a mile deep, it has artifacts from human inhabitants dating all the way back to 12,000 years ago. Bats are the only mammals that are capable of flight. In order to make flight possible, bats digest their food extremely fast, sometimes excreting within 30 to 60 minutes of eating. That helps them keep their weight down. Hippopophobia isn't the fear of hippos as you might think, it's actually the fear of horses. The oldest McDonald's restaurant that is still open for business is in Downey, California. It was the third McDonald's ever built, looks almost exactly as it did in 1953, and the staff still wear their 1950s uniforms to serve customers. Hummingbirds are unable to walk or hop, but are able to shuffle with their extremely short, weak legs. As much as 10% of boneless and skinless breast meat has what is called woody breast, which is when the meat is laced with hard or woody fibers, making it tough and chewy. No one knows exactly what causes it. The 15th president of the United States, James Buchanan, was the only US president to remain a lifelong bachelor. Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin's left arm was distinctly shorter than his right arm due to an accident involving a horse-drawn carriage when he was only 12 years old. His arm had to be reconstructed by surgery, and it left it shorter and stiffened at the elbow. The most common surname in Italy is Rossi, followed by Russo and Ferrari. In case you're wondering, Santoro is 23rd. President Jimmy Carter was the first US president to be born in a hospital. Before he discovered his vocation as a lover and libertine, Giovanni Giacomo Casanova, or better known as just Casanova, was actually preparing to become a priest. The average suit of armor for a medieval knight could weigh up to 110 pounds. It takes more than twice as much energy to walk around with so much armor on, and terribly drained medieval knights' energy. The term crocodile tears was derived from a medieval belief that crocodiles shed tears of sadness while they killed and consumed their prey. The myth dates back as far as the 14th century and comes from a book called The Travels of Sir John Mandeville, and while factually inaccurate, Mandeville's account of weeping reptiles later found its way into the works of Shakespeare. And from there, crocodile tears became an idiom as early as the 16th century. The three wise monkeys actually have names. The see no evil monkey is Mizaru, the hear no evil monkey is Mikazaru, and the speak no evil monkey is Mazaru. The shortest national anthem in the world by text length is the Japanese anthem Kimagayo. It is comprised of only 32 Japanese alphabetical characters and is only 11 bars of music in length. The speed of light in a vacuum is 186,282 miles per second. The mask that Michael Myers wore in the original Halloween movie was actually a $2 mask of William Shatner from Star Trek. They painted it white, teased the hair, and reshaped the eye holes. Switzerland didn't allow women to vote until 1971. The men of Switzerland over and over exercised their democratic right to deny voting rights to their mothers, daughters, and sisters, all the way back to 1291. The red dwarf star is the most abundant star in the universe. They are much smaller than the sun but have a much longer lifetime. Their surface temperatures can reach a whopping 5,846 degrees Fahrenheit. The porcupine's Latin name literally means quill pig. There are more than 24 porcupine species, and all boast a coat of needle-like quills, some of which, like those of Africa's crested porcupine, are nearly a foot long. In 1862, the US issued fractional currency in the form of 5, 10, 25, and 50-cent denominations in the form of notes. They were printed between August 21, 1862 and May 29, 1863 and are extremely rare and valuable today. Instead of being called an epidemic, an outbreak of disease that affects many animals of one kind at the same time is referred to as an epizootic. The quirky brown panda is one of the rare subspecies that exists only in the remote Qinling Mountains in western China. Donald Trump actually tried to have the phrase "you fired" trademarked. He was turned down. You used to be able to buy flour-flavored Pez candy. It also used to come in chlorophyll mint, coffee, lime, menthol, and yogurt. U.S. entrepreneur Daniel Idzikowski and Swiss-born engineer Yves Perrinaud have developed a bike lock called the skunk lock. When cut into by a would-be thief, it emits a noxious chemical that induces vomiting and makes it hard to see or breathe. On March 27, 1973, actor Marlon Brando declined the Academy Award for Best Actor for his performance in The Godfather. Native American actress Sacheen Littlefeather went in Brando's place. She stated that Marlon would not accept the award as he was protesting Hollywood's portrayal of Native Americans in the film. Eggplant is actually a fruit, not a vegetable, and in fact is actually considered a berry. Oh, and what's even more crazier is that it's related to the tomato and the potato. There is an event called the Mermaid Parade that happens annually in Coney Island, New York, where participants dress in handcrafted mermaid costumes and other eye-catching outfits. Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo cartoon's full name is Norville Shaggy Rogers. An alligator called Mr. Stubbs in Arizona had a prosthetic tail made for him after his was bitten off by a bigger alligator. Scientists use silicone rubber to build an artificial tail that attaches to Mr. Stubbs' back legs with nylon straps. I would not want to be the one to attach that. There are winter concerts in Sweden where all of the instruments are made of ice. They're among the rarest instruments in the world, and they're literally so fragile that even the player's breath risks nudging them out of tune. The blue-eyed black lemur is one of the 2 non-human primates that have blue eyes. They are considered to be one of the 25 most endangered primates, and conservationists think that there are only somewhere between 450 to 2,500 remaining in the whole world. According to National Geographic, the largest leatherback sea turtle ever found was 8.5 feet long and weighed a whopping 2,019 pounds. According to the Guinness World Records, the most people fit into a classic model Mini is 27. It was accomplished by Danny in the Miniskirts on May 18, 2014 in Brighton, England. In October of 2016, a man named James Otis, dressed up as a city-employed construction worker, set up construction cones and signs around Donald Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and took a sledgehammer to the star, destroying it. His star has been vandalized before, but not to this extent. It only costs 14.3 cents US to produce a $100 bill. However, interestingly, every penny costs over 1.43 cents to make. In fact, America has yet to follow suit of other major countries in eliminating the penny altogether. Frogs are known to croak louder when there's a rainstorm approaching. Experts attribute this to the fact that frogs mate, then lay eggs in bodies of fresh water, and after a heavy rain, there is more watery places for them to choose from. And that's it. Thank you guys again for watching. If you feel like it, drop a like on this video. And on the right, you'll find 2 of my most recent videos that you can press or click on your screen right now if you feel like watching more. And of course, make sure you come by again soon because I'll have a brand new video for you. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye!